Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I just got through laughing and smiling. I made a video, I guess just yesterday, about overlapping ellipses. And one of my viewers, and hopefully, he must be a subscriber because he watches all my videos, he sent me a little video on how to do this. So I drew a line and hit P. I rotate it 10 degrees. I control D, and he rotated the opposite 10 degrees, but I always go and just mirror it. Then draw an ellipse. And if you watched the video the other day, if you draw a ellipse, even using the 3-point ellipse from there to there, see it's overlapping when the other ellipse is going to come, and that's where we got stuck and I had to do some things. Well, he came up with this, and I would have, and it's funny because they're saying the whole time in his video that all the tools he learned from me. Well, he didn't learn this one from me because I would have never thought of it. Get the 2-point line and go right here to perpendicular and go right there and just, well, so really I need to start on this line and just draw a perpendicular line anywhere till at least they cross, and then take that line and sink it, snap it to that other line. This now is the true center of this. So we need to cut this lines off, grab this line, go up to Windows, Dockers, and Properties, and that line is, I'm going to have to write that down. That's a weird one. That's a long one. Let me write it down. 1.75357. That way it'll be exactly. I wish you could kind of cut and paste that, or what you could do is type it out, but then as soon as you get off of it. So now we need to take an ellipse and just make it any size, but then go right here and go 1.75357 times 2. And look at this. Now our ellipses are not going to touch. Now I want that, from here, I'm really done because this is what I wanted. And I'm going to just delete all that. And we have a perfectly ellipse in there. And then this is where I kind of took over yesterday. And let's just make that black. Let's go ahead and nudge it out of the way twice to get rid of this. And we're going to just kind of prove. So I nudged it twice. I'm going to nudge it twice back. I'm going to left click, right click, Control D, Alternate C to have it rotate from the center and rotate it that 20 degrees. And you can see there's no overlap. They're perfect circles. So let's just do what we did yesterday with this one. Smart Fill Tool, and let's make it black. It doesn't really matter. Interactive Fill Tool. You know what I'm going to do? I don't think I've ever put black in the middle and gray on the outsides. Let's just see what it looks like. See, I missed the shot. But I said it yesterday in the video that we're all learning from each other. Yeah, it's not going to look as cool as it did yesterday, but I think yesterday's looked better. I wonder if you could. Nope. I was thinking you could reverse the fill. Well, you know what? Let's just change the color and make it look a little different. Let's put these blue on both sides. I liked it yesterday because it was kind of looked like it was shiny. And then you could move your handle. See how it's rotating the color? And I'm not really quite even. I really like the one from yesterday that was silver. But we're going to go with this right now. And then once you've got that, Control D, Alternate C to have it rotate from the center. Well, why did that do that? You know what? Control D, alternate C, and then rotate it 20 degrees. It's not gonna, to me, it's not gonna look near as cool, but you get the idea. So I really appreciate people that, I mean, I've got a math mentor, and now I've got another mentor that has really helped out. I mean, passing the word along. I love, I mean, I can't think of everything, and I appreciate people that send me, he even sent me a video, not how to do it, but showed me how to do it. Anyway, hope that helped you someday, and thank you for watching.